warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam satu Malaysia. My name is Saidatul Amira binti DAUD alias ABDULLAH. My registration number is 04DAT19F1121. Today, me as the moderator in this program along with 3 great panel members will give a little enlightenment in more detail about the difference between GST and SST. Before that, I will introduce them to all. The first panel is Saudari.
My name is IZZATI binti AMRAN. My matric number 04DAT19F1127.
Welcome Saudari Izzati, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I am fine. Thank you, moderator.
Next, I would like to introduce the second panel member is Saudari.
Hi, my name is NURUL binti AZAMAN. My matric number is 04D81IF1118.
Welcome Saudari AINUR, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine, thank you.
Our next panel is third panel. Although he looks shy but eloquent. How are you, Saudara? Please introduce yourself.
I'm fine, thank you, moderator. My name is FARUQEE bin ABDULLAH. My matric number is 04DAT19F1112.
Thank you for the introduction. So, we continue with our agenda on GST and SST. Before we continue this discussion in more detail, I would like to ask question to first panel about the meaning of SST first. Proceed to the first panel.
Thank you, moderator, for having given me a chance to speak. Assalamualaikum and greetings to the esteemed audience. SST refers to sales and service tax. The sales tax is only levied on the level of the producer or manufacturer, while the service tax is imposed on all customers who use tax services. The SST rates are less transparent than the standard 6% GST. The SST rates vary between 6 and 10%.
Audience, this is the definition of SST. Next, I seek clarification from the second panel regarding the meaning of GST.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Thank you to the moderator, distinguished audience. GST is a multi-level tax system for most business and industry, including manufacturers, distributors, retailer, and consumer. GST covers a wide of targets from manufacturers selling products to dealers, reselling them to the retailers, and then reselling them to consumer at every stage.
Thank you to the first and second panel on the disclosure on the definition of SST and GST. Now, we come to our main topic, which is difference of GST and SST. We continue with the third panel to share about our topic today.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Thanks to the moderator, distinguished friend of the panelists and the audience. Among the difference between GST and SST is SST implemented since 1970s and has gone through a few improvements, while GST was implemented on 1st April 2015. Next, for SST, sales tax will only be imposed at the manufacturer or consumer level. Service tax is imposed to consumer who are using tax service. For GST, tax imposed on each level of distribution, which are the manufacturers, wholesalers, retailers, and customers. But the paid input tax can be claimed by business. That's all I can share. I leave it to the moderator.
Thank you for your explanation, third panel. Next, I hand it back to the first panel to share about the next difference.
Thank you to the moderator. Okay, the next difference is for SST. Some importers, manufacturers, wholesalers or retailers fail to declare their taxes through transfer pricing. Meanwhile, for GST able to curb transparency, misappropriation, and tax payment issues. Then, SST rates may vary from 5% to 10% or specific rates plus 6% service tax. GST system is at one standard rate of 6% and it is not an added tax. I leave it to the moderator.
Thank you for your description, panel 1. Next, we give the second panel a chance to share about the next difference. Please, second panel.
Thanks to moderator. The next difference is for SST. Mandatory registration upon reaching a threshold of 500,000. Voluntary registration is also possible. While GST sales tax is a license had to be obtained if annual sales turnover exceeds 100,000, and service tax is a range of registered threshold from 0 to 3 million. Next difference, SST is return field either monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly, with the option to request an alternative fill period, and GST return field on a bi-monthly basis. So far, it's all from me. Thank you.
Moderator, allow me to express additional talk based on the comments of the second panel.
Yes, continue with your idea, Saudari Adik. We are still talking about the difference between GST and SST.
Thank you to the moderator. The above difference are about the basic difference between GST and SST, which is also the fundamental reason why people of our country oppose the implementation of GST in the first place. Each layer of the supply chain, from the supplier, the manufacturer, the retailer to the customer, must pay 6% GST in addition to other charges. This may have to force business to increase their rates, which explain the high cost of products during the implementation of GST. As for SST, the 10% sales tax is imposed only on the level of the manufacturer, while the 6% service tax will be charged by business to consumer. While SST is a single tax system, only the service industry and manufacturers need to pay SST when selling products to dealers. Thank you.
Thank you to the third panel for having given a very detailed explanation. Perhaps the first and second panel members can share their conclusion regarding of our topic today. Let's move on to the first panel.
Thanks to the moderator, what I can conclude is while both GST and SST require registration for a turnover of more than 500,000, SST does not include any buying or selling of a home or property, while GST is included. In addition, SST involves a narrow level, and most of the daily supplies do not involve SST. GST covers a wide range of aspects, and a lot of things will be levied on GST. Here are some of the significance of SST that we might want to know. SST is a single-stage tax, which means that it is levied only once during the entire supply chain. Besides, under this new indirect tax system, there are a lot of exempted goods included like food products, chemicals, medicinal goods, medicine, iron, steel, and machinery. Next, tax on goods and services will be changed to mitigate its effect on lower income classes. And last but not least, imported and exported services are non-taxable under Malaysia SST. That's all from me. I hand it back to the moderator.
Thank you for your very interesting summary from first panel. We proceed with the second panel.
Thanks to moderator. In short, replacing GST and SST is expected to generate more disposable revenue, which will boost consumer spending and business activities. Suitable disposable income will also promote private spending and business development. We can expect the opportunities for non-compliance and profiteering to exist during this period of tax system change. Since prices are declining, a lot of monitoring and enforcement operation will have the chance to perform productively. That's all. Audience, back to moderator.
Thank you, second panel. That was the summary of the discussion from all our panel members on the difference between GST and SST. Thank you to all the panel members who volunteered to attend. Hopefully, this forum can benefit us all. On behalf of all the panel members, I would like to thank all the attendees who were willing to attend this forum. Due to time constraints, I end this forum this time with a big thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.